Hi, welcome back. I hope that you're doing great. This is Debbie. Yesterday I did a little shopping and I went over to Dillard's and I saw the display for the new foundation by Estee Lauder, and it's the Double Wear Nude. It comes in kind of like a container. Whoop, drop that. In a container that's, cylinder like this. Not plastic. Well, I think it is plastic, but not like exact like this. But it's cylinder, and then the top, I believe it has a cap. You take it off, and there is a beauty blender type sponge on it, and I think you wind the bottom, and from the top out comes some of the foundation. Now, she color matched me with the new system that they have from Estee Lauder, which personally, I don't really like those gadgets that they use, like the one that they use at Sephora. I've gotten like 5 different colors, and it was all at the same time. It wasn't like, not the same day, but within a couple months from each other. My skin didn't get darker or lighter. It was the same. I don't know if it's just the way they do it or where they put it on your face. For instance, the one that Estee Lauder is now using, it's a little bit bigger than, a bit longer than my remote here, and they take off makeup from your forehead, your chin, and I think the side over here, this side. But what I didn't like is that I have a lot of redness here on my chin, and she told me that if you have rosacea or redness in your skin like I do, it will pick up that redness, and that's not really my undertone. That's just a condition I have, or I just have red skin, or get redness, not red skin. Because basically my undertone is neutral. I'm like in the middle of cool, in the middle of warm, and sometimes I like to go with a more yellow foundation to cancel out the redness. But she did it with the little machine, or the little gadget, and she came out with the color 3C2, which is Pebble. Now I'm going to try it for you. I'm going to do a first impressions where I put it on now, and then in a couple of hours from now I will come back and I will show you how it's looking, and at the end of the night I will do another update. Right now it's about 4:57 in the evening, and I'm not going to test it for the whole day right now, because I can usually feel within a couple hours if I like a foundation. Plus I will pretty much guess right away if I like the way, if they like the shade, or if I feel that it matches my skin. So let's get on with that and pin my hair back, and let me put you a little bit closer. She also did tell me with this new, always do that, with this new foundation, you have a choice where you can take the cap that has the sponge on top that you put it on with, you can take it off, press it, and have it come out of like a little tube. So that's interesting. And she also showed me that you can take the little sponge top, take it off, and spray it with like a sponge or a brush cleaner and clean it off that way. So you can clean it. So that was, I like that idea that you can take it off and you're not using the same dirty sponge all the time, and you're also not contaminating the makeup that's inside the cylinder container. So let's get started with that. Now I'm going to put a little bit of primer, because I always do. This is the Glorious Primer by Unique, and it's my favorite. Underneath I have some CeraVe sunblock on, because it still has some sun out there. And I also have a little bit of Ren Comforting Cream. I have a sample that I have been working on that came in one of my beauty subscriptions. And as you can see, I put some eye makeup on, so I didn't want to be totally barefaced. I was going to say naked, but that doesn't sound right. Okay, so I'm going to take this little bottle and shake it. And I like that she gave me a nice good amount. They say on here on the little card that they give you 10 days worth. I don't know if that's 10 days, but we'll see. And I will just kind of put some on the back of my hand. And that's what it looks like. It's rather thick, and it does look a little light, not dark, but we'll see. She did tell me that this foundation does oxidize a little bit. Now, when I put it on my skin, it does look lighter, but a lot of foundations do, and it will oxidize, she said. But I also find that when I use this primer, I don't really have a big problem with makeup oxidizing, so it's kind of, we'll see how it works. Okay, I'm going to use my beauty blender. Now, for it being a thicker foundation, it doesn't feel heavy, but of course I am putting it on with the beauty blender, and it is dampened, so it gives you that nice refreshing feeling. And I'm looking at my mirror over here, but I can also look a little bit in the viewfinder. Now that's like one light coat. I'm going to put a little bit more because I like a little bit more of a medium to full, which for some people that might be medium, but for me I like it a little bit fuller. I'm just going to go back to the areas that I want more coverage at. And like I said, I'm taking it off the back of my hand, and I'm just going to kind of swipe that there. And I'm looking in the mirror. I actually should put the magnification for a second. It's not really making my pores look bigger, so that's also a nice plus. And I'm rather dry today in my skin, so I'm not going to set it with a powder. And she did say that it was really up to you about setting it. And if you're confused as to what foundation I'm talking about now, I will put a picture at the end of this of what the bottle does look like so that you know. And I want a little bit more because I want to put some down my neck. Oops, sorry about the finger there. And as far as beauty blenders, I really like using them, but this black one that they call the professional one, I think I like it a little bit more. Can't explain. I guess it's just that I like the look of the foundation better. But we're not reviewing that right now. So that is like 2 coats and a little extra. Now it doesn't really fully cover everything, but I'm going to let it sit a little bit, and also I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on and some blush and bronzer. So I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll be back to tell you how I feel about it right now. Okay, I'm back. I put concealer on, which is the Maybelline Fit Me. I use the color 20 Sand, and I put it underneath my eyes over here. I put some on my forehead, down my nose, and a little on my chin, and a little bit like around here. I also used a little of my Pixie corrector over here, and a little bit on a dark spot here, and a little bit here. And then I didn't set it, but I did set my under eyes with the Hourglass Ambient and Diffused Light. And what else? Oh, I also used my Park Avenue Princess, what is this called? It's the contour palette. I talked about it in favorites recently. Looks like that. I used the Park Avenue Princess in matte to kind of contour and warm up my skin. And then I used the blush that came with it. That's kind of like a version of, oh, I can never think of that blush, and I have it, but it's down there, so I'll put it here. Exposed. It's sort of like that, and then the little highlighter, and I also highlighted a little bit on the top of my cheekbones with the exposed too. Now on my lips, I have a unique lipstick called Loaded, and I also put a little bit of a lip liner, the NYX in this is 860 Peekaboo Neutral. I don't really use much lip liners, but this time I kind of felt like I needed to. Let me check. Yeah, it's okay. So let me put you forward. As far as the foundation, which is why I'm here today, I really like the way it went on. So far, it does not feel heavy. You saw that I used 2 light coats, very light, and then I went back and put just a little bit extra. That's just my preference. I think that if you like a little bit of more of a light medium, you can go with just 1. As far as comparing it to the regular double wear, the double wear is more full on right away, and the double wear also can make my pores look even larger, and I don't like that. And it doesn't matter what kind of primer I use. Sorry, but I'm hot, as you can tell. I curl my hair, but I straighten the front and it's starting to curl up because of the humidity, even with air conditioning, but that's the way it is here in Florida. So I will come back either in the middle of the evening or at the end of the evening. I'll show you what it looks like, tell you how I feel. I'm surprised with the color because I really thought that a cool tone would be far too pink for me because I never pick a cool tone for myself. But that machine, you know, that's the color it came out with. And actually, to tell you the truth, the woman at Dillard's, she got the one that the machine came up with, and then she chose a lighter color, a darker color, just to make sure. And we tested it both on my chin, which wasn't really excited about being tested on chin because, like I said, that's where I get the reddest. I prefer when they test over here, but I think a lot of these companies are going with those machines to test what color you are in the makeup that they have. She did say that they're able to kind of put it in their system, and then they can match you to lipsticks and blushes and all kinds of things. Myself, I prefer to kind of just pick the colors that I like, and sometimes I try different things. Like last summer was the first time that I tried more of an orange lipstick, and I really like the way it looks. So, you know, it's really how you feel. I could have probably told her to give me more of a warmer color to try, but I thought I'll try this. So I'm going to see how this looks through the evening. Like I said, I'll get back to you in a little while. Okay, see you soon. Hi, I'm back, and I want to go over just a couple things about the foundation. Okay, while it was a really nice creamy consistency, and I like that in foundations because I feel like they're going to be sort of moisturizing, and it was. We went to the mall, and I noticed that I could see like the little glow, and it wasn't just the areas where I put highlighter. It was really all over my face. I like the glow that it gave. What I didn't like is that the foundation started wearing off about a half hour ago, and it's about 10 o'clock now, and all around like my mouth area, it's worn off. Now I didn't set it with the powder. That could be the reason, but the woman at the counter told me that I didn't need to, and with my skin tending to get on the dry side, I don't always like to set it with powder. I want to be able to know that it will last, you know, a good long time. And for me, just like 4.5 hours isn't enough. I mean, I don't have to go out to work and stuff, but if I'm out, I want my makeup to be on nice. So that I didn't like, and I don't have oily skin where it would be the oils that would break through. What I did like about it is that it was very glowy, and it made my skin look healthy. What I didn't like about it also is that it didn't provide enough coverage for me. I don't want to be full on coverage, but I want it to be somewhere between medium and full. So in my opinion, just to make this short and sweet, it's a nice foundation. I think if you have really nice even toned skin, or maybe you just a tiny bit uneven and you just want to even it out. If you have oily skin, I wouldn't advise it because I would think that it would wear off really easy. I think if you have totally normal skin and you have no problems, no redness, no like acne scars or anything, this is a nice foundation for you. But if you have any of those, like I have redness and I have rosacea and I get like little dryness in my skin, it wasn't for me. It just wore off too soon. When I first put it on, in like the first, let's say, hour, it looked really pretty. It was very glowy and my skin looked healthy, but like I said, slowly it started to wear off. And now I still have some on, but I'll put myself closer so you can see, like, you can see the redness here and even like all around here, and then just different areas like here that's worn off, and it didn't like transfer or anything, it's just completely worn. So I will not be purchasing this foundation, but it was really, let me put you back a little bit, but it was really kind of neat to do a little test like that with the first impressions because I've never done that before. I don't even know if I will finish the sample. I might, but I really like to put my foundation on and not worry about it for maybe 8 or more hours. So this was a thumbs down for me, but I will maybe do some more foundation first impressions when I come along a foundation that I'm interested. So I hope that you enjoy this, and I'm sorry that my words are scrambled, but I need to eat a little something because I didn't eat dinner, got too busy shopping, and I'm a little tired. So I hope that you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And if you have anything that you want me to review, just give me a little message or put it in the comment down below. And if I'm able to, I will. There are some products that I just can't because my face is too sensitive. But try it out. I think I might try to get the new L'Oreal one that is supposed to last a long time and be real glowy. Might check that out. So I will see you soon, and I hope that you enjoyed this. Thank you. Bye.